Hey, what's going on, you kings and queens and all you business heroes? This video is be all about the 5 biggest tips and life hacks to take you and your life to the next level, regardless of where you're at in any aspect of life or in your business. This is I've done personally for myself to help me, do 10 times more than I thought was even possible. And the first one, to get straight to the point, is master the skill of self-confidence. And yes, I did say skill for a reason, because confidence and anything in life comes down to one thing. It's all learnable, it's all teachable, it's all a skill. And you being in this group, in this community, this tribe, this family, means already you have high level of confidence. So let's take this to a whole new level for you. One of the best ways to do this is to make a list of everything that you're good at, no matter how big or how small. You can even ask people in the group with us, or ask your friends, your spouse, your partner, your kids, even your dog. It doesn't matter. You can ask other people as well to help contribute to this. Maybe you're good at listening, you're good at watching videos, you're good at singing, or you're good at helping people, good at marketing or branding or business development or life coaching or goal setting. No matter how big or how small, make a list of everything you're good at. And before you know it, it's going to be huge. The goal for this one is aim to make at least 25 to 50 things. And you might think it's a lot now, but I promise you, you'll start having new ideas and insights the more you do that, and especially asking other people. Now, on the opposite side, I want you to write down a list of everything you think you're bad at. I said think you're bad at. And when you do this, I want you to write next to it on why that's incorrect, on why you're not as bad as you think you are at that said aspect. You can ask other people the same question, and they will also probably more likely reaffirm the same thing. And if they don't, number 3 tip for you will help a lot on that aspect too, so stay tuned. But seriously though, write down a huge list of everything you think that you might be bad at, and then disprove that. Another way to do this too is to look back in your life and reflect on all the times you thought, oh, I can't do this, or this isn't possible, and how you overcame it. Like for me, I thought it was impossible to do public speaking and coaching, and now I get paid to do it all the time and make videos every single day almost. And because I was afraid I couldn't speak correctly, or couldn't be understood, or that no one really cared, until I did this exercise myself, and now I love doing it, and now I'm doing it all the time. So that there will make a huge thing for you. And an extra bonus for this tip is try new things as much as possible. Maybe the first time you tried it, you weren't as good as you wanted to be, but you keep doing it over and over again. Before you know it, it's gonna be super easy. Like making videos, or public speaking, or doing your business, or talking to that guy or girl that you like. Whatever the case might be, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Because confidence, it is competence. So tip number 2 for you is go all in on yourself and your passions. Like I said before, since you're in this group, you probably have a really deep understanding on what you want to do and why you're doing it. But let's take it a step further. Let's go a whole new level behind this. And I do this thing where I call it like finding your dream life. And it's super simple. And the first one we did kind of segues into this next point. The number 1 thing to do is realize that everything in life is all connected. So when we're making this way to find our passion, the first one list you to have should be, what do you love to do? Write down 10 to 20 things on what you love to do. And then the next list you want to do is, what do you like to do and what are you good at doing? It's a huge difference. I may love to sing, but I'm not good at singing, so I want to put it on my next list. And then the last one is, what does the world value? Because we're paid in equal proportions to the value we give to the world at large. So to help break this down even deeper for you, hope you understand more on what I'm talking about is, for step 1, after you have the 20 things listed down, I want you to remove 15 of them. Have 3 to 5 left. What you love to do. It could be you love helping people, you love listening to people, you love to write or to sing, or you love to dance, or you love to help businesses grow more and do better or help brand themselves. And then the next one is, what are you good at doing? The same thing applies. Out of the 20 things you just listed off, leave 3 to 5 and try to make sure they correlate. So if you love helping businesses, what are you good at doing that helps the business more strive themselves as well? And the last one is, what does the world value? And it also segues together from 1, 2, and 3. By doing this, it helps them have a way more deep, clear-cut path on what we love to do, what we're good at doing, and what the world values. We get paid more on our value and make a bigger impact on the community at large. But it all starts with you, which is why number 1 is so important, is find out what you love to do first. Now, like I said before, this is super important. You know, number 3 is, well, upgrade your friend list. Not on social media, but also in real life. This has made one of the biggest impacts on my life to this date. And you probably heard that quote before. Your 5 closest friends is the product of who you will be in the next 5, 10, 20 years. So if you have 5 friends who are broke or not doing a significant impact on the world or unhappy or whatever the case might be, more than likely you'll be the 6th person on that bandwagon. That is the wrong bandwagon to be on. So then the same thing applies. If you have 5 friends who are killing it at life, who are super thriving, have awesome relationships with people and their spouse, and making a huge impact and making a lot of money by giving value to the world, you'll be the 6th one doing it, because success leaves clues. And this thing goes also as a bonus for our habits and the books we read. The 5 books we read this year will dictate who we're going to become in the next 5, 10 years from now. So always try to make sure you have a great friend group around you. And one of the best ways to really dive deep on this, to ask ourselves, are the friends in my life adding more to me or subtracting from me? And it's not selfish or mean to cut people out of your life. It's necessary. You can love them from a distance. It's totally fine. They'll probably even thank you for it. Maybe not now or tomorrow, but eventually. They'll start seeing you lead by example, becoming your best selves, to help them do the same thing. And I cannot stress this anymore though. Always ask yourself, are these kind of people I want in my life? If I had kids, or if you have kids, we want these people to hang out with your kids by themselves, or even with you as a whole. This be super important, and especially when it comes to your spouse. That's probably the biggest one. That's the most important decision we make in our entire life. That's the people we be with all the time until we pass away, and then people help us raise our kids. So this number 3 tip is probably the biggest takeaway I can give you, is become super highly focused on who you hang out with. Even if it's just music, even, or books and songs and anything you can think of. Become super selective on what you allow in your life, because our subconscious rules 90% of our entire life. So make sure everything you feed into yourself is going to be positive, uplifting things that will make your life to a whole new level. It goes into the next point. This is probably the thing I live by the most. It helps me a lot. And I call this exercise, taking stock in your life. You probably heard Tina's talking about, you know, the hero's journey, the entrepreneur's journey, you know, how in different areas. That is super crucial to the development of our life and where we're going. And it makes us become our own little guru. So you can grade yourself on all the major aspects of life, you know, how are you doing socially, emotionally, physically, financially, mentally, the whole 9 yards. Grade yourself in all aspects and ask yourself, if I'm doing a 5 financially, what can I do differently to make it go from a 5 to a 9? I never go past a 9 because you can always be improving. So by having it this way, it helps me become hyper focused, and I'm always pushing myself to the next level. And the adverse is super crucial as well. You want to ask yourself, what should you not be doing? If you're at 5 right now, what is making you be there? Are you not taking enough phone calls or sales calls? Meeting enough people? Or your price is not high enough? All these things play a huge factor in our whole well-being and taking stock in our life. So whenever you do this exercise, I do it once a week. Every single Sunday when I mastermind my entire week, I add this in there. I take stock in my whole life. I can see a trend on every single week as it progresses. Like, okay, last week I was a 5, now I'm a 6, now I'm a 7. So I'm becoming correct now. I'm gonna double down on this aspect and do less of what's not working for me. Because at the end of the day, no one wants to be told what to do. We want to feel like we're in charge of our own life, because you are the hero of your own life. So this is a powerful exercise that I highly recommend you do, even if it's once a month or once a year. You see a huge difference just by doing that by itself. And then the last one, this is also a super important one for you, and do something good for yourself. And I don't mean, taking a sales call or doing more work for your business. I mean like meditating or listening to a good song or getting a massage or having a day to just rest and relax and watch TV or hang with your friends and spouse. Whatever the case might be. Because the human mind, is not programmed to always becoming super productive, highly effective, and efficient. We need that leisure time to kind of unwind and relax and really to process what's going on. Albert Einstein once said, when we are so busy living life, we forget that we live and enjoy life. So make sure you take at least one day a week to really detox from everything else, from social media, from business, from what is actually stressing you out, to really get down on what's going on in your life and to enjoy it. This is also reinforcing your brain, saying what you're doing is worth it. If you're working all the time, eventually your mind like, well, why am I even doing this for? I'm working 80, 100 hours a week and I'm not even having fun no more, and I'm just working all the time. So having this day off to kind of relax and enjoy yourself will make you more motivated to keep on going and do even more stuff. Because then when the next Monday comes around, you wake up refreshed, like, wow, I cannot wait to start working again. So the whole day off yesterday, now I'm super excited. For myself personally, I stopped working on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm still doing stuff, but I take a huge part of my day on not, being on social media, not doing sales calls or doing meetings and so forth. So that way I can really focus on my business, focus on myself, not just my business. It's all about having that life-work balance. To build your entire work around your life, not your life around your work. That will be super, super powerful. Hope you all enjoy this. I'm happy you all are part of this family community. And as an extra bonus for you, for being part of this amazing group, we have a free handout for you. I'm selling this book for $50 a piece, but for you, for being part of this group, I'm gonna give it to you for free. It's all about how to master social media and marketing super fast and super easy. It's like a step-by-step mini course that'll take you through the entire steps on how to make more connections, make more money, make better content, how to brand yourself, and everything else you can think of. People are getting clients left and right by doing this, and it's entirely free just for you for being part of this amazing family. So definitely go to the photo and go to get it for yourself and download it now. As always, you're all kings and queens. You're the hero of your own life. Wishing you all the best. Have the best day yet.